This is Ms.Moni Hart here again with another cute little video to watch. Oh my goodness, scrolling again, and look what I came across. Evil mothers on paternity court. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If I hurt your feelings, I apologize. But this is my opinion. This is Ms.Moni Hart's opinion. Thanks for watching. Let's check this one out.
The latest weather forecast app for
Okay, so you know that we're going to have for ads, so let's watch this. But like, share, subscribe.
Welcome back to the channel.
So, Ms.
Wow,
McBurn,
wow, wow.
why do you believe your son's not the father?
This woman is trouble. Matter of fact, I call her the three T's: trash, trouble, and trifling.
Ooh,
That's what she
the
is.
three
Little boy
T's:
looks
trash,
nothing
trouble,
like
and
my son
trifling.
or any member of my family.
Whoa.
A photo of your son and the child in question,
Right.
and you say the child looks nothing like your son.
That baby white as snow. There's no way that could be my
Good.
grandson, my son's baby.
I have no idea, to be honest. Maybe because he is so white.
Because he all the white. He ain't got
There's
no
the
black
woo.
in him. Everything I see got powder puff on it. I don't see no chocolate nowhere, okay?
No, ma'am.
Whatever.
Were you in a committed relationship?
I thought we was.
Wow.
She lied.
She's never was a girlfriend. You are a vampire. You are just a fly-by-night. We didn't know anything about you. He's been in a relationship for 10 years. All she basically was for him was a snack cake on the side of his meal. There was nothing more.
Thank you. A side chick.
Today we will show you
Well, a side chick. Oh, goodness. Y'all done told mama a word.
I'm not a whore.
What?
Please call me a whore. Willfully had an affair numerous times, lived with the man, whatever. Has no clue who the father is, or we wouldn't be here today.
Ooh.
We was together for 3 years. We couldn't get pregnant, and
We was taking fertility pills when I got pregnant that we order offline to get pregnant. The beginning when we went to the
What?
ultrasound and him and my ex-boyfriend both went. He never.
Wait a minute.
He was there, but
Wait a minute. You went to an ultrasound appointment during your pregnancy?
Time. What happened? Me and him was fighting. It got escalated. I called
Whoa.
a family member. He had a friend, Mr. Schaefer. They helped me move some things. We was all hanging out, having a good time, drinking.
What?
The guy was ugly. I didn't even like him. It was the best sex of my life. I will admit that.
What?
Man drives 100 miles for birth of child that woman says isn't his. This man drives 100 miles to see his daughter, pays the child support, and the kid has his last name. And she wants
Wow.
to prove he's not the father.
Ms. Miller,
She is
you're here
silly.
to prove to your ex-boyfriend, Scotty Rasmussen, that he is not the father
He doing
of your
all this.
3-year-old daughter, Zaylee Rasmussen.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr.
She
Rasmussen,
crazy.
why is Ms. Miller saying you're not Zaylee's father?
That's
Your Honor, I
crazy.
believe it's just out of pure hatred. She just doesn't want to have
Excuse
visitation. I drive 160 miles every other weekend just to pick up my daughter and drop her off. That's about 10,000 miles. That's wear and tear on my car. She doesn't have a driver's license. She doesn't have any way to bring her to me. She doesn't have any way to meet me halfway.
He loves his daughter, but you don't want him to have the visitation. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why is that? And she has his last name.
Right? Like,
Because I believe that the only reason why he wants the visitation is to claim her on his taxes.
That is the furthest thing from the truth. I want my
What?
visitation because my daughter means the world to me. I want to be in her life as much as I possibly
right.
I mean, if he's driving 160
60 miles, that
each
ain't no
way every
daggone
other weekend,
income
the money he
taxes.
would get in his taxes, he's spending in gas.
Right.
She wants to forbid him from visiting, but she does take the child support money.
Right.
I'm paying my child support. I have my child support payments right here, plus an additional $3 fee, plus an additional $60 annual fee.
You pay $50
Wow.
a week.
Just under $50 a week.
And that's not very much to get what she needs.
Is it enough to buy
But
her
you
clothes?
said it
Does
ain't
she have
his.
to wear cut-off sweatpants and the same T-shirt every time I pick her up?
I do that because I don't want... It's just what it is.
enough?
Where's this other possible
What?
father?
Right.
I'm not even quite sure. After
You-
we broke up, he changed his number. He moved. He
So why would you
disappeared. I
take
tried
this
to
from
find
this
him.
little
I'm trying
girl?
to get a hold of him, and I can't find him.
She's got a lot of
That's
nerve
crazy.
sharing because her daughter will have no one.
Why is it you don't want him involved in this child's
That's
Because
crazy.
I still believe that he's not hers.
In the case of Miller versus Rasmussen,
That's
when
wild.
it comes to 3-year-old Zaylee Rasmussen, it has
She
been
is
determined
weird.
by this court.
They need to
Mr.
take that little girl
Rasmussen,
from her.
You are not the father.
Why are you screaming like that?
Sorry.
sorry, Miss Miller. I'm sorry. A
Wow.
lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want
Nothing to do with you or that little child.
That's a lot
Right.
of nerve. What
And you ain't gonna
cheering?
get
I'm a
nothing.
single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
Right.
I'm not.
No, you won't.
Yes, you are. You did do
I
that.
don't know what is. Woman
Wow.
accused of being trash,
Wow.
trifling. A woman refuses to believe her son could be the father of a
Wow.
because the baby is too white to be her grandchild.
Miss McBird, you petitioned
Wow.
for a DNA test to prove your son, Kakitho Hughes, is not the father of Miss Jackson's 2-year-old son,
She
Elijah
need
Jackson.
life in
So,
prison
Miss
without the
McBird, why do
possibility
you
of
believe your
parole.
son's not the father?
What?
This woman is trouble. Matter of fact, I call her the 3 T's. Trash, trouble, and
And
trifling.
trifling.
That's what she is. This boy looks nothing like my son or any
Wow.
member of my family at all.
Piece of evidence, Jerome, may I
Yes.
see that, please? This is a photo of your son and the child in question,
Right.
and you say the child looks nothing like your son.
That baby white as snow. There's no way that could be my grandchild or my son's baby.
Still, that doesn't mean anything. She's calling this woman every name in the book.
Right.
Miss Jackson, why do you think she's in so much doubt over your child?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Ooh.
Maybe because he is so white.
Because he all the white.
Ooh.
Only thing I see got powder puff on it. I don't see no chocolate nowhere, okay?
No, ma'am.
Whatever.
Ooh.
How long have you been in a relationship with Mr. Hughes?
For maybe about 15, 18 months.
Okay, so a
What?
little over a year. Were you in a committed relationship?
I thought we was.
Was he the only person you were intimate with during that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Now she knows she
Whoa.
lying. She lying. She lying.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh.
This DNA right here has been in our life. She's never was a girlfriend. You are a vampire. You are just a fly by night. We didn't know anything about you. He's been in a relationship for 10 years. So I
Mr.
don't know.
Hughes has.
10 years.
Yeah, he got somebody. Woo, look how he looking.
And those are my grandchildren.
For 10 years. All she basically was for him was a snack cake on the side of his meal.
Thank
there was
you.
nothing more.
Thank you. A side chick.
Who's she
Ooh.
the judge? The only judge here is the DNA test.
In the case of McBirth, Terrell v. Jackson, pertaining to 2-year-old Elijah Jackson, Mr.
Ooh.
Hughes, you are Elijah's father.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, it is your grandbaby. Go hug that girl.
Mother
Oh
versus mother.
my.
This time, a very angry and grieving
Wow,
mother
wow,
accuses
wow.
this woman of attempting to cash in on her deceased son's insurance policy by claiming he is the father of her 3-year-old daughter.
Oh goodness.
You and your mother say you have no doubt whatsoever when it comes to knowing who your 3-year-old daughter,
Oh, goodness.
Samari's biological father, is.
Yes, Your Honor.
Unfortunately, the man you claim is her father has died, and now you find yourself facing off against his mother, who is just as convinced that she is not your daughter's grandmother.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh,
It's
goodness.
been more than extremely difficult being pregnant
Wow.
at 16.
Like,
having
subscribe,
to still
share.
Go through school. These past 4 years, everything has been on me and my mother, and I feel it's completely unfair because she has a whole other side to her family. My daughter is beautiful, and you missed out on almost 4 years of my child's life. Not only me, not only me.
parent.
You're absolutely correct, but you were a single parent as well. You were a single parent. You raised Desmond by yourself. You raised Desmond.
Who are
by
you
yourself.
talking to?
So you should feel where I'm coming from. But not only that,
Oh,
I am a
wow.
border lady. You're absolutely correct. I am, and I'm doing a good job. I have 2 jobs.
Let's get the
I have
order.
2 jobs. Going back to college in August. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
Ooh,
but you
she's
should be on
enjoying-
my side, if anybody, because you've been there.
This woman could be the grandmother of this child.
4 days after his passing, that's when I took my own pregnancy test. I didn't go to his funeral. I couldn't, because how can I show my face? Like, how can I even go? I can't even support somebody.
I didn't have time to grieve. I didn't have time to grieve.
But you want to argue with her? She just lost her child.
His first daughter was born.
I understand. I understand completely. But you are a grown
Ooh.
woman. I was 16. The way you slandered me on Facebook. You slandered you called my premature daughter ugly.
I did. She looked funny. She didn't
Wait,
look
it was 3 months early, Miss.
Ooh.
Listen.
3 months early. And look at my
That
daughter.
lady's
This is
grieving. She
spitting
going
image
through
of
her-
his son. And it
Ooh.
doesn't hurt me. It's gonna hurt this time.
One at a
She
time.
said that's a
And sure
spitting
enough,
image of her
this
son.
girl is her son's daughter.
When it comes
What?
to 3-year-old Samari Page. It has been determined by this court. The probability of relatedness between Miss Page and Samari Page is 99.96%.
That is your
Before she
grandbaby.
comes around. Woman claims,
Oh,
facts.
goodness.
I am the best mother in the world. This couple plans to have a child.
Wow.
So this woman is bringing her ex-boyfriend to court to prove that he is the biological father.
Miss Foster, you claim you and your ex-boyfriend planned your pregnancy only to have him abandon you and deny paternity.
Your Honor, I
What?
have a 1-year-old child who we planned on having. She looks like him.
Beautiful.
She acts
Yeah.
like him.
Oh,
He
look.
doesn't step up to nothing. I mean, he's posted pictures on social media.
Oh, no,
That's
she
not
look
my
like
baby.
He
her.
just
It can't.
gives me nothing.
She don't even post the baby on social media.
He does say she cheated on him several
Oh, goodness.
times. I
Wow,
wanna know how
wow,
this
wow.
goes.
How did this relationship even start?
This relationship started through social media. We found each other through Facebook.
Social media, I should have known.
Oh,
So we had a
goodness.
mutual friend. They vouched for him, said he was a good person, so we jumped into a relationship. I had my first child, and he did come bring us to his mother's house. He was claiming my first child, knowing she wasn't his baby. But then when we planned a baby, he doesn't deny this child at all.
Yeah.
Wait. I want to understand this. So
What?
this first baby was not his biological child.
Correct.
Right.
But he took you home to his mother like, look at my girlfriend and
our
our
baby.
Correct.
Then what happens?
In the midst of us staying together, he told me I was going to be his baby's mother because I'm the best mother in the world. That's why he said it.
Actually,
Oh.
Facts.
no.
Facts, Your Honor.
No.
I am the
We
best
was-
mother
we
in the
was
world.
having,
He can't
you
say
know what I'm
anything
saying,
because
having
he
sex
hasn't even
on and
stepped up
off.
to be even a
But
stepdad.
the man that she had dropped her off at my house, claiming was her brother, was the dude she was sleeping with.
Correct, Your Honor.
Oh,
It
he
definitely
said
was.
correct.
Truly the best mom in the world. The DNA proved this man isn't the father.
In the case of Foster versus Jackson, when it comes
What?
to Jakaya, it has been determined by this court.
Look how
Mr.
she looking.
Jackson, you are not the father.
Whoa. Who's the daddy? Life without parole. You're sentenced to life without
She also
parole.
got a lot of nerve laughing at this.
Right.
I wonder what's so funny.
And
Man
she
says
embarrassed.
he's the father, but she says no because of new
That was a
man.
nervous
The woman comes to
smile,
court to
laugh.
prove the man who is
She
desperately
embarrassed
trying
on
to be in
national
her son's
TV.
life
Oh, I'm
that
sorry.
he is not the father.
Miss Stanley, you have dragged your former fling, Mr. Williams, to court for a paternity test to prove he did not father your 3-year-old son, Ryan Alexander. Is
That's
that
his
correct?
twin.
Yes, Your Honor. Were you in a relationship with Mr. Williams? Was this a committed relationship?
This was more like a sexual type kind of relationship.
It was a relationship.
I never loved him. It was a
Oh.
mistake.
No, Your Honor, excuse me. She's wrong with that one. She's a liar. Had us planned out getting married. She had us planned out get the cakes. She had us planned out taking her kids back to school almost every day. I've done everything for her and them kids.
Is that true, Miss Stanley?
No, Your Honor, it is not.
It is true.
Proof. I have proof of that, ma'am.
I'd like to see that.
She was texting me off of Facebook, asked me if I was Chris's aunt, and that they were going to get married, and she wanted
Ooh.
me to do the wedding because I am a community chaplain. And I told her, yeah, and she asked me how much would I charge.
What?
I told her nothing because it's my nephew.
Just because one has a new partner doesn't mean you leave your child without a dad, but that's just my thought.
She
He
is
is very
crazy.
disrespectful. He cusses me while he's holding our son in his arms.
You just said while he's holding our son,
Son,
in his arms.
That girl is
So,
crazy.
Are you saying now that Ryan Alexander is?
No, he is my son.
When you said our, who were you referring to?
Me and my exes.
Clearly, you were in a relationship with another man as well during that
Yes,
time.
Your Honor.
Do you think he's the father?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Why do you believe that?
Because I had slept with him more than I slept with Mr. Williams.
You're a liar. You're a straight low-down liar.
So
Don't
wait
take
a
your
minute.
face.
You feel like this man
Ooh,
has
he
a greater
said you're a straight
probability of
low
being
down
the
liar.
father because you slept with him more often.
Yes, Your Honor.
Whoever she
What,
could be
what,
with would
what?
give her whatever they could get, because she
So now,
yes,
Miss
sure
Holmes,
was.
Miss Holmes, calm down.
At last, the result states that he is not the father.
What?
In the case of Stanley versus Williams, when it comes to 3-year-old
But I
Ryan
thought he looked
Alexander
like
Stanley,
him.
it has been determined by
Wow.
this court. Mr. Williams, you are not his father.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
I know that wasn't the news you wanted.
Hey, it's okay. I can move on my life. I can do better.
Right. Wow. OMG. What is going on?
Savings at Michael's.
She needs life without parole. Forget that. No, no, no. She needs life without parole. That was wow.
A man and her mom opened this case to determine the paternity of this baby, as the wife has been unfaithful and the mom wants her son to divorce his wife.
Ms. Tucker, you and your son, Mr. Riley, are here today to determine the paternity of his alleged 4-month-old baby. You argue that your son's wife lies and cheats, and you are here hoping to put an end to their marriage.
Yes, ma'am. My son is
Oh,
married to a whore.
Woo!
Speaking,
how can you call me
a whore?
please?
Willfully
OMG.
numerous times, lived with the man, whatever, has no clue who the father is, or
Oh,
we wouldn't
goodness.
be here today. The incident with the whole baby thing, she's the one that's told me.
Now, Mrs. Riley, you admit
Oh,
to having
goodness.
a one-night stand with one potential father, as well as a month-long affair with another man.
Wow.
You're now married to Mr. Riley. So this is your mother,
Wow.
Miss Tucker, and your wife,
Yes.
Mrs. Riley.
Yes, ma'am. Well, we was together for 3 years. We couldn't get pregnant, and
We was taking fertility pills when I got pregnant that we order offline to get pregnant. The beginning when we went to the ultrasound and then my ex-boyfriend both went. He never
Wait a minute.
He was there but left.
Wait a minute. You went to an ultrasound appointment during your pregnancy?
The whole time. So I don't see why she's here trying to break us apart.
Mrs. Riley,
And that's my
in your
husband.
statement, you admitted to a one-night stand. So
Yes, I
tell
did.
me what happened.
What happened, me and him was fighting. It got escalated. I called a family member. He
Oh,
had a friend,
goodness.
Mr. Schaefer. They helped me move some things, and I moved out. We was all hanging out, having a good time, drinking. The guy was ugly. I didn't even like him. It was the best
What?
of my life. I will admit that.
Ooh.
I really didn't have to know that to make a determination. Mr. Schaefer is the gentleman you had the affair with, am I correct?
Yes, that's
now,
correct.
he submitted to a DNA test as well,
Wow.
and we also have a video statement from him.
When I first met her, I
What?
wasn't really attracted to her or anything like that. That night, we were partying, and I got a little messed up, and then one thing to another. After I messed around with her, she started getting like stalker, and I found out she was married. After I messed around with her, and I'm like, I
What?
can't do that. First she's a married woman. Two, she's ugly.
Whoa.
No.
Poor this guy. Let's hear the truth.
These first results, as
She
prepared
married.
by DNA
She's
diagnostics
ugly.
for Mr. Schaefer. In the case
Look
of
at Mr.
Tucker
Schaefer.
versus Riley, when it
What in the
comes
world?
to the paternity of 4-month-old Bryson Riley, Mr. Schaefer, the man Mrs. Riley had a one-night stand with, is not.
Okay, he's not the father.
When it comes to
Oh, goodness.
4-month-old
Goodness, goodness, goodness.
Bryson Riley, Mr. Riley,
Yeah, get
you
out.
are not
Wow.
the father.
That's okay.
Not the one-night stand, nor the husband is the father. Oh boy. Grandmother
Wow.
says child doesn't
Wow.
look like her.
Life without
The woman
parole.
faces her deceased lover's mother to put an end to doubts surrounding the paternity of her 2-year-old son.
Miss Crow, you have summoned the defendant to court to prove that her deceased son, J.C. Turner, fathered your 2-year-old son, Thomas. You want Thomas to know who his father is, and you say that Ms. Reinhardt has done everything she can to sabotage your efforts. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. My son cannot grow up and meet his father. So he deserves that right to know who his father is and to know who his family is.
Ms. Reinhardt, you state that Ms. Crow is a liar and a manipulator, and that the child in question is not your deceased son's baby. You say Ms. Crow used your son for money when he was alive, and now it's trying to claim him as her son's father only to get death benefits. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wow.
In the time period, the time frame she said she was, when she told me she was pregnant, it didn't happen that way. There's no way she could have been just 2 weeks pregnant and had a stomach firm as she did.
You're saying she couldn't have a stomach as firm?
I mean, after 2 weeks, you don't have a stomach as firm as that.
The woman didn't cheat or anything, so why is the grandmother accusing her?
As a mother, as a grandmother, having 4 babies of my own, my gut tells me this is not my grandson. I do not see my son in that. I don't.
The grandmother didn't even take the time to meet the boy.
So, Miss Reinhardt, I want to ask you, have you ever seen Thomas?
No, I didn't even know when the baby was born because I wasn't contacted.
Jay knew.
Jay knew.
He
He's
knew.
supposedly the alleged father.
It don't have to be alleged because we're gonna find out today.
So,
You're gonna
listen.
see for yourself.
Yes, we are.
She turned out to be the boy's grandmother.
Oh,
In the
wow.
case of Crow versus Reinhardt, when it
That
comes
heart.
to 2-year-old Thomas Crow, it has been determined by this court the percentage of relatedness between Ms. Reinhardt and Thomas Crow is 99.6%. You
Oh,
are
yeah.
related.
Oh, she crying. Oh.
That is your grandchild.
I
Yep.
was so glad the judge took a moment to let them meet.
Ms. Reinhardt, you have never laid eyes
On
on
this
your
baby.
grandchild. Ms. Crow, I have to ask you, would it be okay if you joined me in my chambers with Thomas so that Ms. Reinhardt could meet him, hold him for the first time?
Yes, I would.
Would you like to
Oh.
see your grandson?
This is so good.
I'll meet you there.
I loved
Accused
it.
of being a
Oh, they
money-hungry,
should have showed that
compulsive
part.
liar.
Oh my
This
goodness,
woman
had
wants
me
to prove that
crying.
her late brother is not the father of this woman's child and that she's after the family for their money.
Ms.
Oh,
Thompson, you
what?
say that after your brother's sudden death just months ago, the defendant began harassing your family for financial benefits, and you are here to
Wow.
defend his honor by proving he is not the biological father of her 3-month-old daughter, Nevaeh. Is that correct?
Oh, look at her.
Ms. Lee,
She
you
is
state the plaintiff's
beautiful.
brother, Kevin Harris, is 100% your daughter's father and say today's results will prove your case and clear your name. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Thompson, so how
Wow.
positive are you that he is not the father?
I'm 100% positive. My brother was 100% positive that he was not the father. He stated that Miss Lee was a money-hungry, compulsive liar.
Really?
Yes.
This woman is saying her brother was a womanizer too.
Whoa.
So could he not be the father then?
What else did he tell you?
Well, he told me that basically she was just one of the ladies that he was sleeping with at the time, and she claimed to be pregnant by him.
But he did not believe that.
No.
Ms. Lee?
He's a straight liar. He has multiple women.
Yes.
And he's a ladies' man. Yeah, he gonna run and tell his family
Wow.
this and that, but they're on the outside looking in. And we were very close.
Y'all
When I
were
say
close?
very
Ooh.
close, I mean, he'll come pick me up.
With other women?
We go sleep
With other
at
women?
his house. And,
With
you
other
know,
women?
No. He might go with them other women. You feel me? When he dropped me off at the house.
No.
You know the routine. Look,
No.
when you drop me off at the house. Oh, yeah, you can go
Your
pick
Honor.
them up and ride around, do whatever you do, but not around me.
But you were sleeping with him, right?
Right, and
What?
I know exactly what happened, when we got pregnant, what day, all of that.
At the end of the day, the
Wow.
DNA speaks for itself. And as it turns
Is
out,
he the
this
father?
child is her brother's.
In the
Wow,
case of
okay.
Thompson versus Lee, when it comes to
And she's beautiful.
3-month-old Nevaeh Harris, it has been determined by this court, Nevaeh Harris
Oh, she
is
crying.
related to Miss
Miss
Thompson.
Thompson.
That is your
Oh,
brother's
that's
child.
your niece. Go hug that beautiful baby up, because she is beautiful.
I was making
Let
so
it
much
go.
money with
She didn't
DoorDash.
know.
I wanted to
Her
earn money
brother,
in my free
you know,
time,
was in the
but I didn't want to
street.
go
She
out there
didn't
boring
know.
9 to 5. That's when I found
Wow.
I just, like, I lost.
That was so good. So good. But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Thanks to Paternity Court for that beautiful video. It was really lit. Oh my goodness, that one video had me crying. Oh my. The grandma's first time seeing the baby in person. Oh my goodness, and getting to hug him. Oh my, that was really good. Like, subscribe, share, comment. This is Ms.Moni Heart's opinion. OMG, I am crying. Okay. This is Ms.Moni Heart's opinion. If I hurt your feelings, I apologize. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Tell a friend, bring a friend.